Steve said it, not me.
Oh, I would say it to his face. I would say it, and I'd hope he'd hit me. I'd take his fucking money any
I
day of the week.
give him the chin.
Yeah, but I'd let him know. I'd let him know what kind of.
Welcome back to the Den. No credentials, just opinion. Every time we think we know what's going to happen in sports remind us we have absolutely no idea. Tonight, we've got the NBA Finals, the French Open, NHL playoff chaos. Absolutely insane game 3. And a few takes we're already slightly regretting.
Which is usually where we're at our best.
That is very fair. So, gentlemen, what's going on with you guys? Pete, Stavi, how you
All
guys
good,
feeling
brother.
today?
We're doing good, Montana.
Doing good.
Yes, sir.
There he is. They said we present looking like the Terminator over there in the glasses. I'll say.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Got a little sun today. Got a little sun.
I respect that. Watch out, Skynet. Watch out, Skynet. Boys, we got God, I get that. Like that's probably the best quarterback you guys have had in a while. So I mean, I understand why you would work something like that.
Second best QB in franchise history.
Oh, really? So, I mean, Cunningham was solid, right?
Cunningham might be number 3. We're talking about Nick Foles, number 1, son. Nick Foles. Nick Foles, number 1. Number 1. That man, only man that got a statue outside, son.
You got a statue for a reason. Got a statue for a reason. That's pretty fair. McNabb might be number 2 behind Nick Foles. Fam, y'all watching any NBA? We got game 3 coming up tonight.
Been crazy.
Dumb. Just absolutely dumb. First of all, no one thought the Knicks would go up to in San Antonio. No one thought Cat was going to shut down Wembanyama. Is that what's going down right now? Is Cat?
I think I called that one.
I was like,
he did say that. He did call that one out.
You did make a good point about Cat kind of having to be a factor there. Are you saying is that the key to it? Is Cat really the factor of like this whole series? Is he the best player in the series right now? Or he's calling it?
I would say no. I say until Jalen Brunson just goes out there and has like a James Harden or Donovan Mitchell kind of like just doesn't show up kind of game. But until then, man, Jalen Brunson runs that floor. He runs that floor in New York. But it's to be down 0-2, didn't expect it at all. I thought it was going to be a 7 game for sure. So I thought it was just going to split until you got to game 7.
Still might be 7.
So you thought they would take one of these first 2 though?
Awesome. Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially after, taking out Oklahoma City in 7. Maybe you don't win the first game, but the second game, I don't know. I think Cat is definitely big body. Is kind of where Wembanyama's,
fabulous.
Yeah, he struggles against it, man. But that's something I think that they'll address in the offseason with Wembanyama. But yeah, Karl Anthony Towns has been shutting that shit down.
Yes. All right, Pete, I'd say, how you feel? Do you feel like Cat's kind of also the factor here? Do you think Jalen Brunson's still the better player in the series?
I think he's definitely. Yeah, I can agree with Steve. I feel like everything's running through Brunson at the moment, but Cat's definitely opening up the offense. I feel like, of course, like Steve was saying, how he can stretch him out as a stretch 5, making them get out the paint. Yeah, Cat's definitely opening things up for sure. But yeah, I agree with Steve. It runs through Brunson, obviously. Brunson's the heartbeat.
Okay, fair call. So from what it sounds like both y'all are saying, let's say even if Wembanyama pops off, Cat's not shutting him down the way I'm thinking he's shutting him down. They can kind of win the series still through Brunson, even with Wemby kind of popping off. Or do you have to kind of have Cat be the guy?
Oh yeah, you gotta have him negate him a bit, right? You can't just let Wemby do Wemby-like things. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree with Garrett. I think Cat's got to go out there and he's still got to score like 15. He's got to give you 15 to 18, and he's got to give you 10 to 12 boards a game for them to be able to compete with. I mean, I think defensively the Spurs have a better rotation defensively than the Knicks have. But the thing is that the Knicks have guys on defense in their starting 5 that defensively, once again, could probably play for all the NBA teams in the league. So Mikal Bridges is just phenomenal defensive player.
Oh yes. say. Offensively went crazy in game 3 also when they needed them, that little bench run. But yeah, I like that point there. Steve,
Oh yeah,
Steve brings up a really good point just about how the defense is of the bench of the Spurs is really, really good. Do you feel like the offense of the Spurs bench is a little weak?
absolutely. I think they have kind of like an old school. They remind me a lot of like they have like one or two guys on the bench that can score you points, but you need a guy who can shoot the ball. And I don't think they have a shooter. Like I never know if Champagne or whatever, I think that's his name, if he's coming off the bench or if he's starting. But that's something that them old Spurs teams had was when Manu came off the bench. You knew Manu was going to score 20. He was going to get you 20, 22 points a game off the bench because he was a scorer. I think that's what they lack on the Spurs bench is just a score.
A little
That's
spark
fair.
plug off the bench. Yeah, they need a
Yeah.
little something.
You kind of agree with there, Pete, or do you like the Spurs offense? There's that young, what is he, rookie? I think Harper is his name.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him to be honest with you, Montana. I don't want to sound like a fool out here with everybody, checking in on me, but I'm gonna agree with Steve. I trust that man's opinion on this part. I just know Wemby's an alien. That's all I know, Montana. Just let that man get that man the ball in his hands. I really like Darren Fox. So I remember him coming up. I know he's a little bit maybe older
Yeah.
now. I don't know how old he is now, but I remember Darren Fox coming up. But
He was getting a little scrappy in game 3, face to face with
yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
I don't know if it's on our bingo card here tonight, Montana, but I might be jumping the gun a little bit. But whose fault was it on that Wemby pass to was it Castle? What's his name?
Oh,
Whose fault was
It
that?
was
Was it
Castle.
because he looked at him, looked like he was ready for the pass and looked away, but at the same time, Wemby, that's what you want, right? You're a face of the
Oh,
league. You're the MVP or not the MVP,
ex-
but you MVP candidate. You got the
all right,
ball in your hands coming down the court, and you've done it
not on
before,
the
son.
list.
3 steps away. He's 3 steps away from laying it in. He honestly could
Exactly.
have space jammed it. He could have just space jammed it. But
All right, not on the list, but all right, let's talk about it real fast. Whose fault was it?
yeah, whose fault
Pete,
was it?
who do you think? Was that Wimby's fault?
I
Or
can see.
the finding if he looked for the ball? Or
I
Castle, I'm
well,
sorry.
I will say he's got to watch the, especially if he's the guard. I don't know all the roles, but if he's the guard, he's the guy who usually brings the ball up the court. Even though in the NBA, I guess anybody probably should be able to bring up the ball up the court in theory. Besides
For
maybe
sure.
like real big, real like Shaq or somebody, something like that. Don't let that guy do it. But at the same time, yeah, it's probably his fault. But like I just said, though, Wemby, if you're the playmaker, son, time's ticking down. You got the ball exactly where you want it in your hand, son. I'm telling you, 3 steps, Space Jam, you win the game. I don't
All
know why
right,
you don't do it every play.
you're riding the fence a little bit there, Pete. Y'all say you kind of said, yeah, it should
I'll
have been
say,
Castle, but Wimby.
yeah, I'll say Wemby. Final answer, Wemby. That's your fault, son. Take
Fair enough.
ownership. Be the MVP, son. Do what you got to do. Keep the ball in your hand. Hey, was number 8 passing the ball in that situation, Montana?
Number 8.
Number 8 won't pass the
Number
ball in
8
that
said you'd have
situation.
passed him the ball earlier, honestly.
Oh, he would have took it from you, son. He would have took
He
it from you.
would have. That's my point. Steve, do you remember the play we're talking about? How do
yes,
you feel?
yes. I also side with Garrett. He's a big man. They run. I would understand if you didn't have point guards like De'Aaron Fox and Castle, I think is who it was. But the thing is like you inbound the ball and you're bringing it up. You're kind of like the offense doesn't run. It runs through you, but you're not a point forward, a point guard. You're an alien. You're something that nobody's ever seen before.
Mhm.
So missing that game-winning shot and that's one thing, but the turnover there, that's just
That's hard.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
growing pains. I mean, we got to think he's still young, man. He hasn't been in the league
Yeah.
long at all. If this was football, I'm just gonna jump into my sport here. If this was football and this was my rookie here, I say, oh, well, he's still like Xavier Legette dropping that ball against the Eagles. It's kind of
Gotta
like, oh,
have
he's a rookie. But yeah, he's got to have it. But it's like he's a rookie. You can kind of let that go. But then, like, if that keeps happening, like, when are you going to work on your craft?
All right, so I'm gonna keep jumping around here with Wemby, but there was something I can't remember the exact quote, but essentially Wemby was like, for this series, I don't have to be the guy. As long as I play okay and like my teammates do what they're supposed to do, I don't have to be the number one focus. It's a
He said
team. It's
that?
a team sport. I'm paraphrasing very heavily. That's essentially what he was saying.
But that's what Wimby was saying.
That's
God,
kind of what he was saying.
I don't like to hear that. In the NBA
At-
Finals, the last
in the-
series of the season,
right?
what would number 8 done? That's all I keep thinking about. What would number 8 said? I got to put up 40 points tonight at least.
Number 8 could be on the other side of that. In New York, you know what he say? We ain't done.
We ain't done. Job ain't finished.
What are we happy about? What are we happy about?
Job ain't finished, is it?
Job ain't finished.
So my question in that is though, like, if you told Wemby, okay, we're gonna let you shoot the ball 28 times tonight, you give him the green light. The way that Cat and Mitchell Robinson have played on him, I think Wemby is just gonna have to. This will be. I don't want it to be a Spurs loss, but if the Spurs do lose this, I think this will be the offseason that Wemby gains about 10, 15 pounds in solid muscle. He does the Michael Jordan thing, and then now we're looking at. I mean, it's like NBA 2K. You created a guy to be the most freakish athlete of all time, and
I mean,
Well, see, I was gonna say that, Steve.
Run.
Yeah. I was talking about that last time, Steve. I used to call Wemby a creative player, but man, I tried to create a player like that, and I couldn't do it like that, Steve. I couldn't even do it in the game. 7'6" with that skill set, the game won't let me do it.
No, but yeah,
he is definitely a freak.
I think the defense for the Knicks, they have the answer for Wemby no matter what. I think the Spurs need another threat, another big man threat out there.
Oh,
okay, another big man threat.
If they had a 2 big man rotation down there, not rotation, but at the same time, play back and forth, so that'd be devastating too.
Kind of like what Oklahoma City does with Chet Holmgren and Harvenstein. I think they could do the same thing if they had just a good. I mean, like one of them cats from the Cavaliers, Allen or Mobley, somebody like that would really help.
Allen was there.
Just somebody that really could help. You know, down low, you can be 7'5", man, but like them dudes, they play center. Karl Anthony Towns can play center. He can play stretch 5, but he can play center. I don't think Wembanyama can play center.
Not dedicated center.
No, like, Shaq. If this was the 2000, Shaq would eat him up underneath the post all game.
Yeah, that'd be brutalization. That'd be pretty bad. What you think you see the 10 to 15 pound coming on this summer? I could definitely see that a little bit. You kind of said it about, you're hoping Spurs win this game, but is this essentially a must-win game for these guys? I mean, you go down 3-0 in
Madison Square Garden. No, yeah, it's got to be. It's a must-win. I
Yeah.
think they're all must-win really when you're here in the finals, but like to go down 3-0 in Madison Square Garden, to lose, to get swept, just like it's going to say a lot of things about that Spurs team.
I mean, they are young, like you said.
I would,
but yeah, I mean, to get swept in the NBA Finals, that's not a good look for the coach, for the players, for the city.
Can't have that.
Good look for nobody.
Yeah, definitely can't go down 3-0.
Can't go down 3-0.
Can't go down 3-0.
So we kind of all agree this is a must-win game. Definitely a must-win game for them. Even if they get this game, Steve, you kind of thought they were going to split the series anyways. If they win this game, do we still give the Spurs any real chance, guys? Or is this series over? Is this just like...
Yeah.
Okay.
No. If the Spurs win tonight and they can win comfortably, they can show that they don't need Wembanyama to score 40 points. That he can score 20 points, and Castle, Fox, Champagne, Harper, those guys can still score. Then no. But if you're having to depend on Wembanyama to give you 40 a night, and it's a close game and the Spurs win, then hell no. This will be a 4-2 at best series. Knicks are looking good, man. Knicks look sharp, but you can't go down 3. You can't go down 3-0.
Yeah, Knicks are looking good. I do think Wemby's got to turn into Edward 40 hands tonight, son, and just drop 40 with them hands, son. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's got to do it. But yeah.
Okay, fair. So all right. So kind of hearing both of y'all's response. You both kind of talking about what we said earlier with Wemby saying, he doesn't have to be the guy. Steve, kind of sounds like you're saying you agree with Wemby in a way, like he doesn't have to be the guy. He doesn't necessarily need to drop 40 as long as some of his teammates help him out. Pete, you said he has to drop 40. It's the only way.
Edward 40 hands, baby. Come on, Wemby. I don't think it's the only way. No, I think Steve's right. I don't think it's the only way. But
I think
it
he
would
can
be
drop
nice.
40. I think he can drop 40 a game. Like I think he can drop 40 tonight. And then I think, well, he might be a cool 35, but he can drop 40, and it would be just like, I don't need you to do it the next game, because I believe that's when the Spurs can pass the ball around and utilize their speed with their point guards and create shots. So, be interesting.
All right. I will. So I'm not gonna say he's gonna drop 40, but I think he is gonna go for like. I think he's gonna hit a double tonight, 30 and 10 for sure. He's hit 22,
30 and 10,
29 the first two
that.
games. I think definitely a 30 and 10 game. The big thing I think is definitely gonna be like
those aren't bad numbers.
no, definitely not bad numbers. Is it enough to win game 3? That's the difference. I mean, is the rest of this team gonna step up? De'Aaron Fox trying to do his thing. I love it, but man, they have like no real help coming from their bench. I don't feel like so I mentioned the rookie. I think Harper. I think he does come off the bench, but who else is a scorer on that team? I thought the Sean Fournier guy was a scorer, and I think he like maybe had one really good game, and then maybe averaged 8 points from there. I don't fully know the actual details, but yeah, I don't feel like they actually have Wimby has a ton of help scoring the basketball.
No, he definitely needs some options. I mean, if you want to start talking about your hypotheticals, you want to bring a vet guy in there to just shoot the damn ball and not play defense. If Kevin Durant's a free agent, call Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Just score. You don't need him to do anything else, just score.
That's what I want to see. I want to see KD in San Antonio.
KD?
Yes.
KD?
Let him get that another ring.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't care what the people say. Let him get another
ring. That's all he wants.
That's all he cares about right now. That team is essentially built for KD. But that's another topic. We'll get to it possibly then for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so with that Trae Young guy.
He was supposed to get moved in.
He's doing his thing, and he's doing his thing in Washington now, I think.
Yeah, I saw he got out of Atlanta. They traded him or something, right? But I don't know. I thought he was a nice player for a bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, Washington, they've loaded up, man. They actually don't look too bad. They got
they got a little squad.
Yeah, they got Anthony Davis, Trae Young. They got Alex Sarr.
AD?
Yeah,
the monobrow, the unibrow. He's ready to go.
And they got I think they got the first pick in the draft this year. So yeah, they're looking to make a push in the East maybe next year. They got if they can all stay healthy.
All right. I was unaware about that. That's pretty hype.
I said they got a first pick. I guess the lottery. Yeah, they changed the whole basketball lottery system, didn't they? So do Washington have the actual number 1 pick? No, I think we lost them. Might have lost me. Boys, moving off of basketball.
There we go.
Quick hitter, because we talked a little bit of junk about this guy, and he proved us wrong. Alexander Zverev, Sasha, congratulations on winning the French Open. We were like,
biggest asterisk I've seen in my life.
Honestly, did we see the 4th set? Did we see the almost crumble? He did pull it out in 5. I'm very proud of you, Sasha. We really, really are. Pete,
I couldn't watch it live, Montana. Unfortunately, I was getting too involved on Sunday on some other things.
Understand that. Definitely understand that. It's like I watched through the 4th set, and then I did not watch the 5th set because I was like, I'm gonna jinx it, and I just felt bad. So I did not watch the 5th set until like the very last couple points. But he did it. He pulled it out. It looked shaky at times. It did look very shaky at times.
Yeah.
Stog, I know you're not a big tennis guy, but Alexander Zverev is like who would you compare? Say Alexander Zverev is like in like the NBA, Pete. Like he's clearly not LeBron. He's not Jordan, but like
I think you're asking Montana you kind of. I think I made you out there, Montana. I think you're asking what is how to compare Alexander Zverev to like a NFL or NBA person, maybe.
There you go.
So Steve, Zverev in tennis terms is like the how do I put this? He's kind of like the Buffalo Bills of football, where he doesn't ever make it really to the championship, to the final, or even have the chance to win it usually. But in this particular playoffs, there was no Patriots, no Chiefs, no Ravens. Like he like all those teams just either didn't qualify for the playoffs or got hurt or just got upset before they even ran into him. So he had to beat the teams he had to beat, and he did it, son. He did it. But the teams he beat, the teams he beat were like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
But
Panthers
he
have been
beat
in
him.
the playoffs. You know what
But
I
he
mean?
beat him.
But he
But he
beat him.
beat him.
He won it
And,
all.
and not necessarily convincingly every time, but he did win. So it's kind of like what if the Josh Allen, the Bills won the Super Bowl, but they, you know what I mean? They didn't have to face any of the top 5 teams of each conference.
Hey, you know what all
But
would
it's a
matter
ring.
though?
Uh-huh.
Is that they won. In the history books, it wouldn't say who they had to win, who they had to beat to get there. It would
Uh-huh.
say that they beat this team to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So good for
Yep,
him.
he is
Who
a French
cares if
Open,
it's an
yeah.
asterisk? A win is a win is a win
That's
is a
right.
win.
Yep.
Ask anybody. It's
Yeah.
not
You win my
about your
intro
car. It's your racer.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He's a
Boom.
French Open champion.
He's a
Good
French
for
Open.
him.
He's down in history as a French Open
Yep.
champion.
Yep,
All right.
you
Do
can't
we
take that
like
away
him?
from the man.
Do we like him? Is he somebody that we should like?
I mean, people like him. Yeah, people do like him.
Okay.
I'm personally not a big fan.
Oh,
I used to
boo!
not
Boo.
Person, yeah, but people do like him. He's a likable guy, I think.
Okay.
A little bit of a baby, crybaby.
He's had
A
his
little bit of a
moments.
crybaby, if I remember, but he's had
Talented
his
as
moment. But
well.
hey, all tennis players kind of have. All tennis players might have been that way at one point.
I was like, he's not the worst, but yeah, he's had his moments where it's like, oh, come on, Sasha, like, it's not a good look, not a good look. All right, does this
Not a
put
good,
him
yeah.
now? Is he boom? Is he in the books now, Pete, as a legend of the game? He's obviously not Sinner, he's not Alcaraz, but like, is his legacy set in tennis now that he's got his Grand Slam champion? How do you feel?
Yeah, it's all good, Steve. Like I said, Zverev was he's always been consistently like a top 10 player in the world, you know, top 15, top 10.
Yeah.
But the guys who like run the table, like the top 3, like they're like or the top 2 guys, they're like very much like they're in a whole different tier, you know what I mean? They're in a whole different by themselves, you know, it's not even close. It's really honestly like Patriots with Tom Brady in a sense of how dominant they were. It's kind of like if they were running the table during that time, and the Patriots were for whatever reason just not in the playoffs. Just take them out because the guy that was number 1, he got hurt, you know. So and instead of being a team sport, you're just by yourself. So when you're hurt, no one else is representing you to get a win for you, so you're out.
Well, I mean,
Do we make it?
you know, like you know, I don't mind sitting here saying a win's a win's a win, and you might not like it that how he won, Garrett, but I
But he did
mean,
win. Yeah,
but
you're right.
yeah, but I was about to say the Philadelphia Eagles would have either had to play fucking, I mean, they had to play Case Keenum to get to the Super Bowl, and they could have almost had to play Blake Bortles.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
But if it would have happened, would you be sitting here saying, "Oh, you know"?
Oh, I would have still had the championship ring, son. You know,
You're damn right, buddy.
you know, I would have
Same.
let that thing.
If
Yeah.
Myles Garrett gets hurt, Stafford gets hurt, and it's a fucking cakewalk in the NFC, you best believe I'm going to sit there and flaunt my damn.
You're asking me, did this make Zverev a legend?
So I'm not gonna say a legend, but like, is he like solidified in the books now? Like, is he
It's
going
his
to go
first Grand
down?
Slam win, though.
It's his first Grand Slam win, but he's been in the era through. He started in the era with Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and then he just kind of moseyed into the era with Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner.
Yeah.
He's been in a tough spot, and he is talented. He really is talented, but man, hard to catch a break.
He is. I think you got to get at least 2 Grand Slams or 3 Grand Slams to set yourself apart from those one-hit wonders, I guess you'll call them.
Fair enough.
You know, there's a lot of people out there that just got a one-hit wonder Grand Slam where thing, and like Stevie said, hey, a win's a win. They're in the books. You know, they are in the books. But if you were talking about the, I mean, yeah, he did help his legacy. There ain't no doubt about that. But if you really want to, you know, he's going to
actually
win a couple more, one or 2 more, you know, make it solidify. And also, you got to beat one of the champs to be the champ. Isn't that what we say, Montana? You got to beat the champ to be the champ.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Very fair.
It's very fair. Very fair.
Real quick on the ladies' side, Mira Andreeva, she also won the women's French Open finals. 19 years old, gets her first Grand Slam champion. She did be the qualifier. I was born for the qualifier, but
we wanted it. God, we wanted it.
It would have been so nice to see. But I think this is definitely, you have to say, I mean, she's starting her legacy run at least. I mean, 19 years old, already a Grand Slam champion. Kudos to Andreeva.
That's huge.
Big shout out to Mira Andreeva. Moving to possibly the best series in sports right now.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
I'm no expert. You guys probably know about it a lot more than me, but I do keep up in playoffs. The Hurricanes versus the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yes,
Yeah.
Every
sir.
game
Yes, sir.
so far in this series has been just crazy, like on
Crazy.
the edge of your toes to the final buzzer. Game 3, we were watching it. Freaking the first 2 goals get knocked away, and the Vegas Golden Knights still go up 4-0. Wow, this game's over. And then boom,
The
the
comeback.
third period, and the Canes put up 4 quick ones.
Uh-huh.
They still
The
lost.
storm was brewing.
The storm was brewing. The sirens were
And
out.
it was such a devastating loss too.
It was a brutal
yeah.
loss. Like, that part was pretty sad. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather honestly, I'd rather not even have to come back. I was very, very sad. But have you guys been watching a little bit of the Stanley Cup? Canes?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Lord Stanley's Cup. Let's go. God,
was
it's
like,
about
yeah.
that time.
What do you guys feel about how do you guys feel about the Cup? I mean, our Hurricanes might actually win this thing.
Talk to
Well,
us, Steve.
well, being down to 2-1 right now,
Yeah.
and in Vegas is playing very physical. But I think the Canes are switching their goalie. They're going with
Yeah, they're talking
The
about
Bussy.
Bussy.
yeah.
The
Oh,
Bussy.
Brandon Bussy. And, I think he's a good goalie and everything. A lot of people were sitting there talking about why would you pull Freddie Anderson? Well, Freddie Anderson, he was playing with a heavy heart. His agent passed away. I think it was Lemieux. I'm not 100% sure what the guy's name was, but I don't follow hockey that extreme. I just follow the Hurricanes. And, he's playing with a heavy heart that game. And I think, I think he's tired, man. I think now's the time. Look, in 06, when they won it all, they went with another goalie, and it was a 7-game series. So a lot of people, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Those people that left the Lenovo Center that night during the watch party for that Canes game,
Yeah.
and they came back and scored 3 goals in 35 seconds. You guys are all losers. You're all losers.
Not a
You
true
don't.
fan.
Yeah. You don't deserve to sit there if they win. You don't deserve to sit there and deserve to go to the
You stay to
parades
the end.
or cheer.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like
Stay
that's
yourself at
what you
home.
do. I mean, like that. What would you have done during that ride when they beat the damn? I think it was the Devils. It could have been the Flyers. They scored like 2 goals in damn 3 seconds and won that series. So like, what would you have done in that time? So like,
that is the wild, crazy part of hockey. Like, I mean, the comebacks can't the
It can
game
be
change
quick.
in a matter
Yeah.
of seconds.
It can be quick.
Matter of seconds. Steve, if I remember right, on a couple of those big comebacks, stuff in that 06 run, the coach was on that team. Am I wrong?
Rod Brindamore, yeah, he was the
sir.
captain. He was the
Yes,
captain of
sir.
that
I
team.
was say. So he probably knows a thing or two about
Resiliency, man. They're resilient.
Resiliency. God, honestly, I love Brendan Moore. He was probably actually one of my favorite players when I was actually watching quite a bit. But yeah, so it's cool to see good old Brendan Moore. History repeating itself in a way, having switch out the goalies. Once we
Could go
kind of
7
said,
games.
none of us are NHL experts. I know I'm not. Once again, if you're not a hockey fan, but you're a Carolina guy, why should you be watching this? Like, what makes this series? Why should it grab your attention, boys?
For a chance for the championship, son, to bring
That's
Lord
right.
Stanley back to Raleigh, son.
That in itself.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know we've won one. Has been what?
Been 21 years.
21
It'll be
years?
20 years this year. 20 years this year.
Gotcha there. So I mean,
Yeah.
to do it on this 20th anniversary, that could be pretty fun.
Yeah,
That'd be really fun.
it's the only major sports team that's won anything. Like, yeah, we've got Duke and North Carolina.
Fair.
I mean, even NC State, I'll throw them in there. They've won some stuff.
Gotcha.
But like the Panthers haven't never won anything. The
Hornets.
Hurricanes have. We don't have baseball. I hope we get baseball soon. But like, it's the Charlotte Hornets haven't won anything. So it's crazy that the one sport that we didn't really have, like, hey guys, how many of us got a chance to say I'm playing recreational hockey?
Right.
Like we didn't have that. Yeah, so it's cool how fast hockey's growing in North Carolina, but it's if you're trying to get into watching the Hurricanes, you're trying to get into watching hockey, It's fast. It's physical. I mean,
Yeah.
they hit each other. These guys are six. That's the thing is, you're not seeing the measurables. They're 6'3",
You
6'4".
Oh yeah,
how
yeah.
big
These
these
these are
dudes
big guys.
actually are.
Yeah,
These are big
man.
guys.
Like
And they're coming
Vikings.
at you. They're coming at you full speed, and these cats are getting
Oh,
hit
yeah.
with hockey pucks in the face. They're tough. They're tough sons of bitches.
I was saying
They
coming back
don't
the
care.
next game like it's nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
That
What other sport? What other sport does that, man? Like,
right? 2 days late, 2-day turnaround and you're back. Nah, yeah.
yeah,
These
hockey
hockey
can
guys
get
are
you
different.
hooked. It's
Yeah,
funner to
they're
be
big.
there, and it's funner to be there and watch it in person than watch
I
it on
do love it
TV.
live.
It's hard to follow that puck on television.
Mhm.
I was like, nah, you're right. Like it's just so fast. It's physical. Like it definitely kind of grabs you. Pete, why
Mhm.
should the people be watching this Hurricanes series?
What do they need to be watching for?
Yeah, like why should they be watching? I was like, obviously to bring home the championship
Mhm.
here in Carolina. Steve was saying, the game is just fast. That's why Colleen loves it. She's like, I don't really understand hockey, but I know they're hitting each other and they might fight.
Well, I think it's just pretty hype that the Vegas Knights, Las Vegas Knights, they're not the I don't know if they're the youngest team. I think there's a Seattle Kraken now. I think might
Okay.
be one of the newer teams. I don't know hockey that well, so I might be mistaken. But they're a
Utah.
they're relatively new franchise. Yeah, the Utah.
They're
What was the Yetis or something? What were they called? The Utah
really
something. I can't remember.
The Mammoths, I think.
The Mammoths. Yeah. I remember when they were going through the name changes and stuff, or debating the names. But anyways, the Vegas Knights are a relatively newer team to the
not even 10
sport, so
years
it's pretty
old.
cool to
Yeah.
see. Yeah, it's cool to see a new franchise already being this dominant, and then also Carolina's, and like we just said, ain't won in 20 years. Come on now,
Love to
come
see them
on
get
now,
away.
bring one
Love to see
back.
them get
That's all I'm saying.
away.
Yeah.
Bring one back.
Right
Plus,
there.
come on,
I'll say, all
the
right,
Yeah.
Hurricanes, bro.
Hurricanes in the chat for the
Uh-huh.
Hurricanes. Hurricanes for
The
the
siren
Hurricanes.
warning. Yeah, it's a good time. It's hyped up. It's
No,
hyped
it
up.
is pretty cool to see just the sport of hockey kind of getting big in the NC. I feel like it's had its little pockets, but I feel like it's definitely kind of growing across the city or state itself. I actually had one of my
Mhm.
little students, like a little 11-year-old girl, talking about she started playing hockey. She asked me about the Hurricanes series. She's like, "You see game 2?" And I was like, "What? What do you
Mhm.
know about
Uh,
hockey, girl?" But yeah,
she
it's
stay
definitely
on it,
pretty
son.
cool to
That's
see.
cool, man. That's
Hey,
Right?
cool.
I'll tell you right this now. The Huzzes out here, son. They all be at the hockey games. I don't know what it is, son. But
Is that
they be staying at it. That's all
is
I
that
can
the
say. I
spot?
see. I guess so. They
You
always about it, son.
that where you've been going to?
Oh, I trust me, son. Hey, we've been. I can't reveal too much right now, my son. But I just want to let you know the Huzzes stay at the hockey games. All right, all you young bucks, looking out there, they be at the hockey games.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean,
Hmm.
it's cold. They need some. Got to keep it warm. Got to keep it warm. That's for sure. Couple quick things. NFL. We already kind of talked a little bit off screen about good old AJB and his cryptic messages and everything. But
What a pussy.
what?
Steve said it, not me.
I would say it to his face. I would say, and I'd hope he'd hit me. I'd take his fucking money any
I
day of the week.
give him the chin.
Yeah, but I'd let him know what kind of bitch sits there in a grown ass man in a locker room. Oh, I was the one spreading those stories. Who the fuck? You know what? My brother said it best, and I'll always die on that ship. Today's players don't have a rivalry like they did growing up. So when AJ Brown said, "I don't understand why we have a rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys. It's not that big of a deal to me." Motherfucker, I ain't a Cowboys fan or a real hardcore Eagles fan.
Ooh, careful.
If a Panther were to say, "Yeah, playing the Saints Falcons isn't a big deal to me," get the fuck off my team.
Hmm.
Like something we don't. This isn't college, and I understand like those traditions are a lot more hardcore.
What got you there?
But Garrett, I think you could agree with me that it's your team, you hear something like that, good riddance, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
thank God.
you lost some points to the fan base on that one. Also,
That's
people
fair.
overlook this too, but how petty was it whenever Cooper DeJean making a name for himself rookie season, and then I mean obviously his name is Coop, the nickname, so it's very easy to Coop, throughout the stadium. It's very easy. But whenever he's starting to get them chance, what did AJ Brown do? He goes to Instagram Live. He's like, man. Y'all need to say something for me whenever I, make a play and he's like, what we do? He's like, 1K, maybe 1K. And he's like, nah. And he's like, AO for always open. So he's like, hit him with the AO. kind of thing. And I don't know, they did try to push it. I saw it on
Really?
the games.
I saw
They
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they put AO onto like the screen up top, like the jumbotron, but at the end of
Wow.
the field, And I'll tell you what, the fans were not really behind it. Like every now and then, you might hear a little bit of a thing, but
That's
no, the fans were not loud at all for that.
uh,
But when anytime Coop makes a play, a little pass break or anything, it's
ooh,
the whole stadium. Coop.
almost as loud as I used to be for number 59.
Lou.
Exactly, same little thing. No, God, Luke was a beast,
Motherfucker,
dude.
that cat wouldn't even be on the field. AJ Klein would be on the field, and
They still be
them
calling it out.
drunk ass Panther fans would sit there and be shouting. "Lou."
Just like, let me get my props. Come on, man.
Yeah, I
God,
know. I
Luke,
was one of them.
that was best linebacker we might have ever seen before he could really pan out on his time. But God, that guy was a beast, dude.
I think you know what, Garrett. I think you make a very valid point. Okay, like I don't mean to like steer away from where we're going with this,
Mhm.
because I got a question to follow up. I'll go with that. Would you have took AJ Brown or with that Super Bowl ring, or Terrell Owens and never getting a Super Bowl ring?
What do you mean, like who I'd rather have on the team,
Yeah, okay, so
or just
AJ Brown, right? You have AJ Brown for the full
4 years?
fuck that, for the full length of his career. But you only got that one Super Bowl, but he was a cancer to your locker room. A diva, as they call him.
But got the ring though. Got the ring.
But you got the ring. However, you got Terrell Owens on your team, but you never get the ring.
But had T.O. for his whole career though. He was like a
Whole
lifelong Eagle.
career. Yeah.
God, but no ring is tough, my guy. No
Well,
ring is tough.
look at your torso there, buddy.
Oh man, God.
That's the reason why he ain't got no damn ring.
They did not like each other. They did not like each other, son. I had to represent on McNabb at least one time. You may not see this again. I will say that you may not see this on me again. but I had to bring up McNabb one time before that man drinks and drives too often now. But yeah. But honestly, they did not like each other. To answer your question, Steve, I think the ring though. You know what I mean? But because T.O. was kind of crazy too, but T.O. was a little bit of a diva himself in some regards. So yeah, I'm about to say he's a madman.
I do think your answer.
I did love good old T.O.
I would definitely. I would never take. I just don't think a grown man going in a locker room making up stories like.
Yeah. Don't get me started, Steve. God, don't get me started. But yeah, for motivation.
Like, how can you be DK Metcalf's friend and be such a bitch?
I don't think it's gonna go well over in the league. You know, I feel like he's losing some Eagles fans as well as a few other fans around the league as well. Yeah, not a good look at AJB. You know, I'm not even like hating on AJ Brown anymore since he's out of Philadelphia, but not the best look. I didn't realize that he actually came out himself and was like, it was me, guys.
Oh yeah, he said that straight up in the interview. He straight up said it. He was like, yeah. He said, I thought it would be good to motivate the team, get a little, message to the media. I don't know.
Nah.
Anyways,
the AO thing is wild as well too.
That's fair.
He tried to push that.
Like,
he tried to push it.
Asking for your own.
Oh, he was jealous.
God, yeah, maybe.
God, he was jealous.
Oh man, is he gonna be the next AB?
He might already be there, buddy.
Is he gonna be taking the jersey off, running out of New England?
Not at least next year. I think he'll be hyped enough. He's happy enough for New England to play at least one more. He's good.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be quite that bad, but
I don't think he ain't got no CTE like that.
Showing some signs of distress. Definitely showing some signs of distress. Someone who doesn't have to worry about any more signs of distress. Hopefully, no CTE either. Had a very solid career, but they are calling it quits, hanging it up. Russell Wilson. So I saw something, obviously Russell declared he's retiring. Saw something that says Russell is the only quarterback to ever have 35K passing in their career and 4,000 runs. How do we feel about Russell Wilson? Is he a future Hall of Famer, boys? Yeah. I hear Steve saying maybe. Steve saying
if Eli Manning gets in. Eli Manning only gets in solely because of his 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady. Russell Wilson gets in because I think he was just a better quarterback than Eli Manning. I think people can sit there and say, "Oh, he had the Legion of Boom." Yeah, great. The Legion of Boom couldn't go out there and throw the damn ball. I mean, it wasn't Russell Wilson that said, "Hey guys, we're going to throw the ball on the 1 yard line." Nope, that was Pete Carroll's dumbass. we're talking about the Seahawks could have beat Peyton
I
Manning.
could have checked it.
Could have beat a very good Peyton Manning. They did beat a very good Peyton Manning. Didn't just beat him 43-8, guys. 43-8, and then turn around and you play the damn Patriots with a healthy Gronk, just a healthy, really good Patriots team. Russell Wilson played his ass off that Super Bowl. Russell Wilson's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Anybody who disagrees is only judging him off of his Broncos country, let's ride bullshit.
Let's ride.
Yeah,
Let's
that's the only
ride.
reason they're judging him, because I'm telling you, man, if things
Early
wouldn't have
Russ.
fell apart, early Russ was magic, baby.
Yeah,
Danger
early-
Russ.
Getting out,
Danger Russ.
getting out of the
Danger
pocket.
Russ.
I got to give it to. I think I got to give it to Garrett, because actually I did not know much about Russell Wilson like early, but Pete used to talk about him because he good old NC State. There it is. This guy
Oh.
played for NC State before Wisconsin, and then
Whole pack of
he
badgers.
came out freaking beast. It's also played I think baseball or whatever. But yeah, early Russell Wilson, man, the dude could move, and yeah, he was slinging the rock. Yeah,
God, I was hoping Philly drafted him.
I was hoping Carolina got him, even though we had just gotten Cam Newton. I mean, he's like a 3rd-round pick, Garrett.
Wow.
He went right before Kirk Cousins or right after Kirk Cousins.
That's crazy to think. 3rd-round pick, Russell Wilson. He was a smaller guy there. I was kind of hating him because he was a smaller guy, right?
When he was at State, though, buddy, he didn't turn that damn ball over.
I think he had at the time he had the NCAA record for most consecutive pass attempts without an interception.
Yeah, and even when he was in Wisconsin, buddy, it wasn't like it was him that was losing them games in Wisconsin. They were like a 10-2 team. It was just they were having to play, Ohio State, Michigan, big, Big Ten schools, and
stiff competition for sure. Definitely competition.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a Hall of Fame. Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be you know what I mean. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think he played well enough, got the rings.
All right,
especially if he's in that 35K, 4K rushing, whatever you just said that stat. If he's only one,
that's pretty impressive.
That's
pretty good.
Stat. Yeah, that part is honestly truly impressive. I definitely kind of teeter the line with it. Like I think back to early Russ, I'm like, dude, he was impressive, fun to watch. I feel like he was kind of that early stage of like the dual threat quarterback, like who could actually like do it at that level. Beautiful pocket passer and could also get out of the pocket and rip it if he had to. I think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer for sure. But like, where does he actually rank as a quarterback? I don't know. Steve, you said you put him above Eli Manning.
Oh yeah.
All right. So like, where does Russell Wilson then like rank in the QBs? Is he, is he the god level? Is he up there with, I'm gonna say Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady? Is he more of a next level? Maybe more what we talking? Ben Roethlisberger, not Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. Where is Russell Wilson kind of fall in the legend of quarterbacks?
I don't think he's in that top tier. No, I don't think you're in that top tier.
No, daggum. I'd say he's in the good enough to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But would I pick him if I needed to? If you told me to assemble 5 quarterbacks better than him, boy, I could do it so easily. In that,
fair call there.
He's not like a Tom Brady or Peyton.
I call him like I refer to him like as a gatekeeper. You know what I mean? He's at the gate when you come in. Hey, he's letting you in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building, but he's the guy letting you in. You know what I mean? He ain't up at the penthouse. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the VIP room out back. You know what I mean? He ain't in all that. But, yeah, he's there at the door. He's if you're on that side of the door right below him, you're out. You know what I mean? But if you're on that side, you're in the club, so you're in the Hall of Fame.
So, Steve, you bring up a little point, a good point. You said you could think of 5 quarterbacks better. So, Garrett, I want you to tell me, you're rocking number 5 right now. Can you think of 5 quarterbacks who are better pure passers than Russell Wilson? And 5 quarterbacks who are better pure rushers than Russell Wilson?
That are in the Hall of Fame?
Currently playing or
just
all
in
time or what?
And then of those 5 from both lists, who has the dual threat that's like a better passer and a better rusher than Russell Wilson?
I think the passing is easy to go with, right? But rushing, you can obviously like Mike Vick if you're going back in time a little bit. That's not currently playing. Lamar Jackson, of course, obviously. God, Young McNabb.
Ooh, I hear it.
Don't you put the jukes on that man, son. Young McNabb.
He had some size that helped him quite a bit.
Hey, even Big Ben back in the day, Big Ben, he's not the speed guy, but he's a Russian.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Josh Allen, we're gonna
That's
say
true.
Josh Allen. Hey, did I say my boy Hurts? Did I say my boy Jalen Hurts?
Not a chance.
He ain't broke off. Come on now. Hey, do I say Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones? That boy is sneaky, son. Don't let him lose. I'm serious. Don't let him lose.
He's solid for about 98 yards.
Yeah, but anyways, being more legit, Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, obviously got to be two people right above him, right?
Sure, as far as rushing. I like Josh Allen as well. When
Yeah,
I
Josh
was
too.
gonna ask
Yeah,
my question, Josh Allen is probably the only quarterback who I could, in my brain, think who could match him for his running and passing.
sure.
Yeah, I can't think
Hey.
of personally many other quarterbacks who are like as good as runners and passers as Russell Wilson. Like, he
A true dual threat. Yeah.
truthfully, he's up there almost in a class of his own. So
Yeah.
if I'm
Lamar's a
wrong,
little bit
let me know.
inaccurate, but Lamar's a little inaccurate sometimes, right? I feel like.
There it is.
Then yeah. Hey, if we're gonna go back in time a little bit, my boy Steve Young, or Steve Young, that was a
Steve Young's still alive, Garrett.
Hold
on. Steve, edit that out. Steve McNair, my boy Steve McNair. I seen you right there. Steve McNair. I don't know why I said Steve Young. I was thinking Vince Young in a Titan uniform, Steve McNair, and it came out Steve Young. But hey,
That's fair.
Hey, Steve Young could run the ball too now.
Honestly, that's all. That's actually a good one. Yeah, I was liking that. To be honest.
Yes.
He's
But no, Steve McNair. So I was thinking about edit all that other stuff out. Don't make me like an idiot in front of everybody out here. Steve McNair. Steve McNair, for real though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Steve Young is a good one too.
Yeah, I actually like the Steve Young. That's actually I feel like not a bad one to put up there. Not as good as the runner as Russell Wilson, but possibly close. And can definitely sling the ball for sure.
Well, Dante Culpepper.
You got anybody to put up there?
Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham as a runner and passer.
I thought Garrett was going to bring that up. I'll be honest. I thought he was going to.
It'll be too easy. It'll be too easy.
Cameron Jarrell Newton as a runner and passer was better than.
Yeah, Cam Newton. Yeah, Cam Newton.
Wait, you think Cam was as good as a passer as Russell?
If you're asking me as good of a passer and runner, yes.
Cam didn't put up the passing stats.
Cam won an MVP.
All right, fair enough.
Russell Wilson did not. 35 touchdowns passing, 10 interceptions, and I think he had 45 touchdowns total that year, over almost 5,000 yards. Yeah, Cam Newton that season was a freak. But yeah, if I think Andrew Luck was the perfect quarterback. You talk about Josh Allen has nice size, Cam Newton has nice size. Andrew Luck had just crazy size, crazy durability, crazy good arm, crazy good accurate, the greatest snap cadence in the league. And what's crazy is Montana is they came out all in the same draft class. RG3, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson. I mean, all three of those guys could have really changed the way. I guess you kind of can say they did change the way the quarterback positions played, because the RPO, the option was kind of big when Cam Newton was there. Rob Chudzinski had us running a lot of college style offense stuff, but when RG3 got to them Redskins and they were running RPOs and stuff like that, man, the league wasn't ready for it. And if that's the guy, I don't mean to I'm gonna keep going. One more guy who, if he was playing in today's league, we would say he is an MVP quarterback who's not getting into the Hall of Fame. Michael Vick in today's NFL would be a top 5 quarterback. We wouldn't be talking about Lamar Jackson as much as we would Michael Vick.
Vick in today's league, where you can barely touch the quarterback. Oh my
gosh. It'd be crazy.
And that young Vic too,
and
that Con Vic back in the day. God, man, that man, he was a beast. Man. He was a beast. He was a beast.
He was a dog. I tell you that. He was a freaking dog. That's for sure.
He was a dog. He was a dog. He had that dog in him, son.
You gotta keep him on a leash.
Hey.
Keep him on a leash.
Yeah. I hate these sidetrack Montana. Do you remember that first picture? I see it today clearly. Whenever he got signed by the Eagles and everything, obviously coming out of prison, Eagles were, Andy Reid one of the first guys to reach out to him. But my man came out the yard with an extra 40 pounds of muscle, son. He came out the yard jacked, son. God.
He was staying league ready. He was racing inside the yard as well, like lining
but he
up.
was bulking. No, he was bulking too, though. Oh, he was bulking in the yard, son. He was ready to go.
Didn't lose a step. Didn't even lose a step.
Honestly, did it? Came back out ready to go. But God, could you imagine
ride.
Could you imagine though? God, if he just stayed in the league.
I was like, no, that's it'll be interesting to see if Mike was in today's league. But we will miss Russell Wilson. I'd say it'll be fun to see him in the broadcast booth.
Yep.
He's a very well-spoken young man, so I'm sure he's going to do a great job when he gets to the booth. Very analytical, so it'll be fun to see him there.
Yep.
Kind of talking about retirement,
great football
though,
mind.
guys. Speaking of retirement conversations, Alex Pereira says he might retire at the USC Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that, man? We're not going to talk about it too much. We'll get into it more next episode, but Pereira maybe retiring. Conor McGregor, Max Holloway coming out of retirement. Yeah, we got some good fights coming up here in the next few weeks, boys. So that'll be pretty exciting for sure.
It's going to be hype. Yeah, I look forward to talking about it.
Pretty darn good. Boys, before we get out of here, we do have a question of the week.
Talk to us.
So, folks, fams, drop your answers in the comments. This week's question of the week: what's a sports take you didn't believe a month ago, but you're starting to believe now? Knicks winning it all. Who would have thought a month ago the Knicks were going to win? Everybody was calling the Spurs about to bring this thing home. Alexander Zverev winning another Grand Slam. No one would have thought Alexander Zverev had a chance to sniff the French Open. Does he have a chance now at Wimbledon? Does Serena Williams have a chance at Wimbledon doubles? No telling. Titans making the playoffs. That's my sleeper team for next year. I think the Titans are going to actually look pretty good next year. They're in a brutal division. Are they going to make the playoffs? I don't know. But I actually I got a lot of respect for Cam Ward and that Titans coaching staff and the potential talent they kind of got. So drop your hot take in the comments and let us know what's something you didn't believe a month ago, but you're starting to now believe. Outside of that, fam, that's the Den. Boys, another great time. Y'all crushed it as always. A pleasure having y'all both here.
It's always a good time for the three amigos.
Always a good time. Always a good time. Well, that's the Den. No credentials, just opinions.
Some good, some questionable.
I appreciate everybody rocking with us. Drop your questions of the week, answers below. Later this week, we're going to dive into some NFC position rankings and UFC 250. ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Peace.